Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Elma. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I will be sharing with you my top 5 highlighters. These highlighters are my go-to when I want to glow and I know that they're gonna work. I have a whole bunch of other highlighters that work perfectly fine, but these ones in particular are those that are just like, you know, they bring out the light in me. Does that make sense? Is that cocky to say? Anyway, I have a little bit of everything for everybody. If you're more into the subdued, natural, I got that for you. If you're more into the pow in your face, you know, beaming, blinding everybody, I also have that for you. So if you want to know what those are, see them in action, swatches, how it applies on the skin, why I love them, keep on watching this video. And if you keep on coming back and you have not yet subscribed, what are you doing? Please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let's get into this video. Enjoy. I gotta tell you something I could do. So how I'm gonna do this is I have a couple of names for each highlighters that I'm gonna be talking about, kind of like what I did for my top 5 lip glosses. If you haven't checked out that video yet, I highly recommend you do. It's a really good one. There's swatches, all those good stuff, kind of like what you're gonna be getting in this video. And I'm gonna be leaving it in the cards and also in the description box so you check it out. So the first one I'm gonna grab is from Kajal and it's the Moshi Glow Bouncy Highlighter, and this one I call it everyone's highlighter. The reason I call it that is because truly I find that this is the kind of highlighter, whether you're into the no makeup look or you like a nice full glam, you can use this highlighter and it'll give you either or. It's buildable, it's a cream to powder finish, and it just like blends so beautifully on the skin. Like that's the thing I love about it, and like you can build the intensity of it as well, and the formula of it is like kind of like really creamy. It's very beautiful, very soft. I highly recommend, by the way, if you are applying it, that you do so with your fingers. That's the best way to get the most out of this highlighter. I find very beautiful, as you can see, and very easy to use. So I usually just apply this whether I'm going for like a full glam or no makeup. This is a highlighter that I highly recommend. It's really one of those that very easy to use, and even if like you're a beginner as well, I find that it's very hard to mess up this highlighter. It doesn't look super intense, it doesn't add texture to your skin or anything like that. It's a beautiful one. Definitely check. So the next one I'm going to be talking about is the Infinity Glass by Linda Halberg. I call this the that editorial dew. The reason I call it that is because this is how you get that editorial glass effect. As you can see, it really applies easily on the skin. It's a gel-like consistency with no glitter or shimmer whatsoever. So this, you're truly getting the dew, the glass effect. You know, like when you see those editorial magazines and they have the lids that look wet? This is that. And what I love the most about this is that it is non-sticky, so you can apply it and go about your biz and just do your thing. What I love using this as especially is sometimes to mix in with foundations or even use it as a primer. I especially actually love it as a primer, but also what I love doing with this is applying it and then apply like a powder highlighter on top to give it even more of that intense look. But I also like it for those no makeup days where I just want like that glassy, dewy effect. And one thing I love the most about it is that it lasts quite some time on your skin. So if this is what you've been looking for to achieve that like editorial, you know, magazine wet look, this is amazing. Layers on nicely on top of powders as well, I must say. So definitely check it out. Mixing it to your foundation, amazing. The next product I'm going to be talking about is quite new to my collection, but I have talked about it already on my channel, and that is the Glow Lust by Auric from Samantha Ravindell here on YouTube. If you haven't checked out that video of mine where I'm reviewing the Glow Lust as well as the eyeshadows, definitely check them out. I'll be leaving it in the card right here, but I'm here to talk about it as one of my favorite highlighters, and I call this a luminosity in a bottle. What I love about this is the formula of it is very interesting because it's very skincare like. It has like this radiant hydrating like formula. It feels very nourishing and not stripping. It's really weird. It's like a liquid, but that's the best way I can explain it. But it doesn't feel oily at all, and the way it blends into the skin is just like it was meant to be. Like it doesn't just sit on top of your skin, I find. And one thing I love about it is like it's multifunctional. So sometimes what I do is apply it as a primer. Really love that. Kind of like a sort of like applying it under my foundation. I'll apply it to the high points of my face. I also love applying it obviously on top of, you know, as proper highlighter, and you really get like that pearl like radiance is really beautiful. The one thing I would say that I'm not the biggest fan of is the range. So I started off with Pirate, which is said to be like olive undertone, and then I went in for Citrine, which is said to be medium warm, but I feel like the jump between these two, it's way too much. So usually what I do, and as you see when I apply it on here, is I usually apply a 1 to half. That's the ratio I usually go for. So I would love if there was like an in-between shade between these two. That's just a little note I'm putting out there, but other than that, is really beautiful. I just love how it applies on this. For a very long time, the next highlighter I'm going to be talking about was my Toprider dye. Low-key think it's been dethroned this year, but it still made it to my top 5 highlighters, so I will talk about it. This one, I call it the showstopper, and it's none other. If you've been here on my channel for a hot minute, by the way, if you've been liking what you've been seeing so far, make sure you like this video so I know that you're enjoying it, okay? But yeah, so if you've been with me for a hot minute now, you know I'm talking about the Milk Makeup Flex highlighters. Like, listen, I think that these made makeup of the year at least twice, or if not 3 times in a row, not gonna lie. What I love about this is it's like a silky, super pigmented highlighter. This is a showstopper. You're not wearing this to just be like, oh, I just want a little bit. No, you're wearing this because you want people to see you, you want to glow, you want, you know, you want to make people stop. Little tip for you, one thing I love doing is like a little dab of this, and then you go in with like a big fan brush of this. Just thinking about it, I'm just like, oof, magnificent. So this, what I love about it, although it's like super blinding, the way it blends into the skin, it's just like butter, and it does not accentuate texture or anything like that. And the thing is, like, so this has like crushed gemstones in it. That is what they said. I'm not the like that's what it says, okay? So it really gives you that extra glowy look. Although super extra, it's not giving you that 2016 super metallic strip of highlight on your cheek. Not at all. It is all in subtlety, but still very like, oof. Like I say, it's a showstopper. This amazing, and it has a beautiful range of colors, and I don't know what they put in here, but it smells really, really nice. Not overpowering or anything, but you open it and you get a whiff of it and you're just like, oh, I'm about to put some flex highlighter. I'm about to flex on these, you know. This highlighter, highly recommended. Cannot say enough good things about it. The way it just blends into the skin is beautiful, but it's definitely not for the faint-hearted, I will say that. Last but definitely not least, this highlighter, I call it the Bestie. It's kind of like the big sister to the first one I was talking about, everyone's highlighter. It's a positive light liquid luminizer from Rare Beauty, and this is in color Font. By the way, all the products I'm going to be using, I'll be linking them in the description box below. They are affiliated links, so if you want to shop through those links, it helps. So it is liquid luminous like skin highlighter, and it's one of those highlighters that is buildable. You can use it as an everyday highlighter, very like subtle, not too in your face, but you can also build it up to super intense, but still not like the metallic strip. Okay, the line of this thing is, I don't like looking like a metallic stick, I like looking like a glazed donut, and this is that, but like supreme glazed donut. Okay, we're talking, no, I don't want to start a war of donuts. I'm not gonna say my thoughts. But yeah, so I love this because it's buildable. I love applying it best with my fingers. Honestly, like I've tried applying it a couple times with like different kind of brushes, but I really do realize the best way to apply this, and even like her blush. No, the blush is good with the sponge, but anyway, this with your fingers is really good because you would be scared just applying like one dab and you're like, oh my god, but the minute you blend it out and the way it blends into the skin, oh my god. As you can see, it just like blends beautifully into the skin, not accentuating any texture, very skin-like. It's actually what I'm wearing on right now. That's what I ended up going for. And as you can see, like it's very skin-like. It's there, it catches the light. Like once I'm like facing forward, I just like, I guess look highlighted, but like normal. But like the way it just catches the light, it just, as you can see, it looks soft. It's like, yes, I'm highlighted. I'm highlighted to the gods, if I might say so, okay? But it's still very soft, and that's why I love it so much, is because I think my thing is I really love when a highlighter can serve two purposes. I really love the flexibility of a highlighter that can go from like really subtle to like bam in your face, and this is what that is. It's great for like even like a no makeup instead of going like 2-3 dots like I did. Right now I'll just go with 1 dot for maybe even like 2 cheeks. It's really one of those that you want to carry. It's the bestie, you know, it's comfortable. She knows when you need her, when to back off. Like, this is amazing. And on that note, there you have it. These are my top 5 highlighters. Honestly, I love these so much. I do have a whole bunch of other highlighters that I use, but these are ultimately the ones that I would recommend because they are very versatile and they do cater to my no makeup needs as well as my full glam look at me, this is that over here. And they will be listed with the names and references and links and all that in the description box below, so definitely check it out for more information. And if you want to see some of these a little bit more in action and you want some extra content from me, definitely check me out on Instagram at elrosaddiction if you haven't already. If this is your first time coming here or it's not and you enjoy the content, definitely subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I have new videos that come up. And there are a couple of videos that just popped up on the screen, so if you haven't seen any of these yet, definitely check them out or just go perusing on my channel. I have some cool content on there for you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.